Okay, so welcome to the Distance Workshop Weekly, number 42. I want a big 42 joke, but I'm blanking on it, and yeah, so I'm just gonna say that. And yeah, 42, it's a good number. Let's, I believe there are some menus, or at least one. Ah. 4 menus. Interesting. Okay. The Tomb of Ranaguntu menu. This is a track we played last week. It's a cool track idea. I had issues with the end. Actually, I heard there were some updates with it. Maybe I'll go back and check this track again. I'll try to remember to after we get through all the new stuff. Because I believe, it's by Sunship, right? This is Sunship, yeah. I believe they said, they made changes with kill grids, yeah. Yeah, even if it's just the visible kill grids, I would like to go back and see how that changes things and how I feel about it afterwards. Yes, of course. I like that we get a scene there. This is, appropriate centerpiece for the menu of this level. I'm not sure on the overall, like, composition of each scene, but the visual, it's like a good version of a menu from this map. I'm not sure how much I like it as a menu. It's not bad, though. A little goofy. It depends on what you're in the mood for. I could see using this as a menu sometimes. I like what these done with the different camera angles in the scenes. I think it's actually look like there's pretty good work put into this. We'll wait till it loops, because damn, there are a lot of shots in this. Almost too many. Yeah, how many scenes are in this menu? Like, jeez. There we are. Now we're back. Okay. And I didn't really properly comment on the garage. I feel like the lighting is all definitely skewed with the yellow. It's a decent scene for a garage, but I don't like how hard the lighting is tinting the car color. That's like the one issue, is it could it could give you difficulties actually getting your car colored exactly how you want, because the lighting is affecting it so much color-wise. But otherwise, it's not that. I'd have to really try and color car in that to see how big of a deal that is. Anyways, Blue Television Space Station, also by Sunship. I think Sunship has really fun, like, cool design ideas. I don't think they're not always executed the best, but they're fun. They're fun and interesting. Conceptually. They're not always fun to play in practice. Or at least parts of them. Usually has some rough edges. I forget what the initials are on that TV. So this is a good garage. It's kind of plain from the... Well, no, the thumbnail's more showing off the actual menu part of it. But it's fine, it's serviceable, it doesn't have the lighting issues that the other one has. We do get a little bit of... Okay, now we're actually seeing something. I was gonna say... Also, hi, Tribo. I was gonna say we get a little bit of visual interest from the reflections off this thing. It's like, I don't know, it almost makes me wish there was more visible here. But I don't know, maybe it's fine like that. Either way, it's no real issues. Anyways, what's the actual menu? There it is, the BTG. A weird alien space station looking thingy. And what is it, I think it was the grapefruit? And another floating TV. I feel like the centerpiece is too much getting hidden behind the Distance logo. Whichever version we have, like the big spinny thing. But other than that, This is a fun menu. Like I said, it's kind of like just wacky, fun ideas. And some interesting background music. I think the background music works with this. I think the song choice here works with like the weird, like just stuff kind of floating in space. I'm not sure. It's like I feel like there's something a little bit off for me with this as a menu. Maybe it's like almost feels like there's not too much going on, but it's like there's too much movement. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's like, I feel like there's something about this that I'm like, oh, what is that? I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Anyways, you can see the menu. It's a cool menu. Like I said, it's fun ideas. Again, not sure I would use this one myself, but I like that it exists. We got a fun menu choice there. And the boring menu. Let's see how incredible the boring menu is. So we have some kind of light shafts, but it doesn't look like there's any actual lighting on the car, which means there isn't stuff distracting you from seeing your car, but I'm not sure the coloration. Actually, let me just try. Yeah, you can see the colors, but it's like, you really got to see it with some kind of light on it. Get a proper idea of who's. Yeah, I can leave it out. I'm assuming the menu. Actually, no, this isn't default camera, isn't it? Oh my god, there's more than one car in this scene? I was not expecting that. I want a refund. The menu has lied to me. There's a point of secondary interest. It's not entirely boring. But yeah. I think conceptually, having just like a car showcase thing isn't a bad idea for a menu. But obviously we could do with a little bit of some kind of music, even if just like lower key music. I think something would go, if assuming there is an intent to make a serious menu based out of this, because I'm not convinced that this is based on the name, but maybe it was just a simple idea and they're like, I don't know, what do I name it? Boring menu. But yeah, my feedback is, I'm assuming that second car is for the garage. Actually, let me see. Can I tell if the camera moves over there? No, the camera's following this first. Why are there two cars lights? That's just confusing. Anyways, if you wanted to make this into a serious menu, get a little bit, I would change the lighting on the car, because the fact that it's all dark, flat colors, I don't think looks particularly great. And, what was I gonna say? And just some, like, low-key music going on, I think would make it feel a lot better. Like, it can feel like a dark showcase showroom thing, but there can still be enough to actually, it's like, conceptually, I think you could make a menu like this that would actually be pretty cool. This one is just, obviously intended to be extremely basic. And Sunship dropped another track level? Okay, I'll check it after I check this last, menu. Whoa, that's some funky lighting, the way it's acting on the glass/windshield part of the car. What the heck is going on there? It's not a bug, is it? I think... I don't know. Yeah, from the description, this is based off a test track from a Lego... Wait, was it Lego Racers, or... From Lego Racers. Oh, I remember that game. So, I mean, it's cool. I think the hills are looking kind of muddy. Actually, does my mouse even show up on here? No, it's not. Okay, so... I think the textures on, like, the rounded hills in the background look too out of place. That's going to be my one issue. Like, I think the visual style thematically works. Like, it's not bad. Like, obviously it's meant to be simplistic and very flat with some very basic textures. The hills look way too funky and muddy, though. I don't know what can be done about that, because I know, there's only so much you can do. That sort of thing, trying to keep it clean and simple looking, but... they look really wrong compared to everything else. Which I guess when you're playing the level, I can imagine that's not a big issue. As a menu, though, that stands out a lot more. Like, I don't know if you could do something to make them look more out of focus or something, so it's like, yeah, there's details look weird, but it's out of focus, but... Yeah, that's the one thing that's honestly really bothering me about this. Other than that, I think it would be an okay menu. Not something I would generally go for, because I don't know, I like the more intricate, detailed visual styles of like the distance artwork and stuff that you can do, but this is a fun menu, kind of like a nostalgia thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the lighting in here. This lighting is just funky. I don't like it that much. It's not terrible, and I like that we have a clean garage space, that we don't have all the bright colors and stuff distracting you, but whatever the heck is going on with this lighting is not great. It's not to the point that this garage is unusable, but I don't like that. I don't know. So, alright, back to menu. I'm gonna check for a new level. Chances are, game camera's gonna break. Give me a minute, I will check. I will check on it when I'm done checking for this new level. Most recent. What's the new level you said Sunchip dropped, or is it just that we have a new one in this week's lineup? Because I am not seeing anything else new showing up in here. So I'm gonna go back to looking at the stuff we do have, and if someone gets me new information on that, I will try to follow up on it. See, let's start with the challenge, because they tend to be short. So we'll get, oh god. It's this. It's this. Night Marathon? I don't see that in recent levels. Maybe for some reason Workshop's not updating, but well, I'll look into it after I hopefully survive this. I heard enough that I think I know what this is, and I regret it, especially because I am probably a large part of the reason this level exists. At least the visuals are cool. I can appreciate that and not touch any of my buttons and still pretend like this level is going to be fine until I actually start playing it. Yeah, this is, I am almost certain, credit for the physics GTN. Yeah, I'm almost certainly sure this is Cliffside, one of the original Cliffside realms, because I was mentioning, hey, some realms might actually kind of work if they were based on the Antithesis settings for the physics and stuff, and it's literally just like Cliffside realm, the track, given Antithesis color scheme and the physics, so we're gonna find out how bad it is. Oh no. Or hell, maybe it'll actually be kind of fun in a way, but I think Cliffside Realm is possibly one of the worst or / most painful, likely to be most painful choices for this. At least we have handrails here. The part where we lose the guardrails is gonna suck. Also, the cool neon laser grid theme is kind of not great with all the track here, because it's not that bad, but I'm like, some of the track borders are getting a little lost in the background for me, and I'm already like, oh no. I have enough to worry about without that. Without fighting the background visually. Antithesis works because it's very contained, assuming this was actually just copied from Antithesis. It's close enough if it's not literally what Antithesis is. Oh god, crack splits. I will say, I am really appreciating the existence of the guardrails on this track right now, at least. And it does genuinely feel better playing like this than just default distance physics and booster and everything on. Granted, I'm terrible at navigating a narrow road like this. I think the road would probably stand to be wider for this kind of mode or game set, but I think conceptually it does work. And it lets you make a cool windy track that goes back on itself and spirals down and stuff, and not utterly able to trivialize it super easily. Oh, God. Yeah, it was a suggestion from Zany. Oh, no, but it's a challenge track. Oh, scrap. I totally forgot. Ooh, that's actually a cool visual effect. Huh. Is that something coded in, or is that just something I never pay attention to in challenge tracks? Yeah, Zany was in the stream, and I'm assuming he either had the same idea I did, or got it because I was making remarks about that. I'm not saying, like, I am solely responsible for this. I'm totally willing to say, you know, Zany probably made it happen by, you know, talking to the right people and actually saying, hey, somebody actually do this. But I was thinking that out loud on the stream, like, you know, you could combine this with the realm design and, or use the settings used it. It was more using the settings in Antithesis makes grounded driving feel the best I've experienced in distance. I won't necessarily say good for a classic racing driving experience, but you know, it's a relatively engaging for what you can do in distance that I've personally played. And I would, oh, really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful about that intersection because I do want to attempt to finish this. Even though I have a feeling this track is not short because it's freaking Cliffside realm. Oh god. That was a little scary. Okay, I should not be going max speed. That's right, managing your speed actually matters under these settings. One of the things I liked about it. Man, this is so weird and different because it's like, Antithesis was such a very specific experience. Playing on a totally different track like this is like, whoa. This is weird even after having played a good bit of that and gotten decent at it. Won't claim good, but I did finish the track, so. I'm just gonna, wow. Oh god, there are no handrails here, why? Oh no, why did I go this way? This was a mistake. Help. Send help. Okay, it's a considerable shortcut. That makes sense. Cool, I suppose, but also very scary. I wish I could tell which way was what beforehand, but with the visuals, it's really hard to parse that kind of information until you're, like, on that part of road. Then again, like I said, I am not sure how serious track this attempt was, other than, you know, let me combine these things and make it visually look like a combination. That combination of them. But yeah, this does make me stand by what I said before, though. I think you would want to change how the track is actually designed more to accommodate. I mean, maybe this isn't too bad, but I do think this is a much better experience than default settings, realms, old school realms. I'll say old school realms, because I think most of the more recent realms have generally been pretty good for the most part. Like I think the design philosophies people are using for realms have generally improved a lot lately, or at least compared to like the notoriously bad old ones. I should give them credit for that. Ooh, this feels weird. But yeah, like stuff like this that would generally be like, that doesn't really work in distance. Under these settings is like, yeah, it actually kind of works now. Cool. I feel validated. I have issues with this, but honestly, as far as I'm aware, it was one of the essentially first of its kind type of tracks, or at least the first one's the one that's been made, and I don't think anything like this has been made in a long ass time. If it has, under these settings, I think this is actually a good example of, hey, you guys know that this is an option. Visuals are, I like them aesthetically. I think they're not great gameplay wise at some points, but I want to give it a thumbs up just because I like this idea and I would like to see it evolved more. So, I am biasing towards thumbs up in this case. Okay, let's see if the other new track is showing up now. Excuse me. Actually, let me back entirely out of the workshop because I don't know, maybe that matters. Oh wait, whoa, that's not workshop page, excuse me. Workshop page, thank you. Levels, most recent. Okay, so Night Marathon. By Sunchip Games. He says a remaster of the old level. I see the old one from 2021, June 5th. I don't know if the... Oh, it was just a suggestion. There's a link in level... Okay. So I'm just saying on the Steam Workshop page, there's no real indication that there's something new here that it's been updated, but let me confirm that for myself. You know, it's good practice. Not that I don't trust people, I just... Okay. Recreation of Night Marathon for Lego Racers. New map post. Let me actually look at the page this links to. Just 'cause, like, I want to make sure I'm actually getting the new version and not just, like... Yeah. This links to a page that shows the new one. Why do I not see it in Steam itself? What the hell, Steam? What are you doing? What's going on? Let me just go to Sunchip's work. Yeah, Night Marathon Remastered. It shows up in his workshop. It does not show up in the actual workshop page for distance for some reason. That's annoying. Oh, shoot. Did I get the old version? You know what? No, I'll, If I had downloaded the old version, you know what? Sure, I'll actually compare them because that sounds like a fun idea. We'll see what's been improved on it. I'm actually fine with that, especially since we don't have like a ton to get through. Okay, yeah, that's all in order. Was there another challenge? No, it was just that. Doing sprint levels. Yay. Okay, so I want to do these two last because I want to play them together. We have 3 others. Lava Realm. You know what? Since we were talking about realms, let's see if this one is going to validate my full discussion, opinion, viewpoint. What am I saying? Basically, the thing I was saying that I think realms have gotten pretty decent in general these days. So we'll see if this one lives up to that expectation. Grip for the Pines Tech. Yeah. Looks nice. Again, realms very rarely have visual problems in like the visual department. Not just general, but like they look cool generally. Not that there aren't any issues, but they usually look cool, so. Got boost panels that have nice visibility even on flat surfaces with those raised up particles, and the boards are a little raised. Uh-oh. Oh shit. They're actually expecting me to jump over hazards. The music restarting every time I come back to this checkpoint is a little annoying, especially since there's a proper hazard before that. I kind of wish the trigger didn't work that way. That's a little... It's a minor issue, but it's still an issue. If you die at any of this lava, then it's like, oh wait, what's going on with the music, huh? Oh. Do we have wings? We do. Alright, so they're allowing all abilities. Nice. Ooh, I like the looks of this area. Thematically and visually, I'm liking this. Digging the arched stonework. Okay, that was a cool looking fire jet. Said visuals have rarely actually been the issue. with... Oh, there's an alternate path. I like that. So is this a check? Well, yes, that's a full-on check. Oh, okay. I kind of feel like those fire jets are something I should dodge, but they're more just like environmental. But the fact that they are placed in a way that makes you feel like you have to worry about hitting them, I suppose, makes them a little more engaging than simply a thing to look at off the side of the track. And I saw there was an alternate route up there. It's like they feel like they're part of the level and not just decoration, even though they are effectively just decoration. There's the other path. All right. I don't know. There are parts of this that are feeling a little slow-paced to me. I'm not sure if that's just me. Like, it's not like there's ever big stretches of nothing going on. I don't know, maybe too many boosters placed too central. I don't know. I feel like it's just me, though. So when I think about it, I'm like, I can't really pick out anything I can really complain about. I don't know, maybe it's the visuals are making me feel like the level should be more hazardous and threatening than it actually is. That might have something to do with it. Okay, that was kind of cool. I like how we have, like, the blind... Oh shit. Okay. That's quite a finale section. I like that. Yeah, I like the end, the whole kind of, like, blind soaring off. It's like, you kind of know there's going to be a road on the top of the lava fall, and it is literally right there. And then we have the cool kind of, like, breaking, moving bridge. I actually... That end was very nice. That was a nice kind of, like, set-piece, cool moment ending. Climax type thing. I'm going to play this one more time, because I want to see some of the alternate route stuff. But yeah, the overall design and gameplay, like, I think it validates what I was saying, where it's like, you know, it's still got a lot of Realm feel to it, but it's like, there's more distancy gameplay to it than some of the really, really classic ones had. That kind of got into a lot of boring, okay, I'm driving on this road waiting for something to actually make me care. It is like, you know what? It's not always the most intense thing ever. It's not actually that intense in general. But it's cool and there's stuff going on and oh god. I actually have to pay attention to it. Actually, no, it's not even that's a long checkpoint, 'cause it's really not that bad, but the music restarting makes that feel a lot worse than it already is. I think the music trigger there is really, like, my biggest complaint, which is still a relatively minor thing, but it's like, when you're the person that happens to a couple times, you're like, it's weird and I don't like it. Like, it makes me like this level less than it deserves. I feel like this is actually a pretty cool level. Then I almost wish there was some off to the sides, but... Oh, alternate path. Aha, the fire jet was distracting me from the alternate path. Ooh, falling pillars, nice. Uh-oh. Okay. That's cool. I like that. I was not quite sure I was gonna make that in time, but I'm like, I think I can. Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a fire jet that you actually had to avoid, but it's like, they get close enough that they feel like they're actually part of the level, not strictly just decoration. Oh shoot. Oh. I saw it, I tried to save it, I almost did, but not quite. Okay, so right here, I can actually just sail off that. I didn't even have to do anything special there. Just have to not try to stick to the track and know that you got a route up above. So yeah, there we get to speed right through instead of going to that big spiral. Oh god, I'm going too high. Am I on the bottom of the track? I don't know. Okay, I made it. I got a little distracted looking at all of the extra stonework and stuff out in that lava area. Again, not something realms have really ever historically had a problem with, but I'm appreciating the nice scenery work here. Yeah, I do like this transition and the way we come up into this big, like, I don't know what the right, I feel like there's a term for this. I want to say caldera, but I don't think that's right. I think that's specifically a volcano, really. I think that this big, like, kind of like lava lake with streams pouring in from the other side, like, that's a great ending piece right there. That really is nice. By General Kenobi. Guy's been at the Rome stuff for a long time, and I'm gonna say, I like his recent work. Ooh. That was fun.